Hey, it's Dr. Evans here. Today I'm going to be talking to you about FU Beryl. Now, mind you, I am not really a cusser um, unless I'm in times of great distress. And as a professional entrepreneur, these last 4.5 days were hell. Um, Literally, I just want to share my story with you so that hopefully this is meant to inspire you, to give you a couple words of wisdom, a chance to look up and see the sunshine again for another day. So, this is just me speaking from the heart. Again, from yours truly, Dr. Evans at Sugarland Medical Spa. I'm an entrepreneur. I own my own business, Sugarland Medical Spa. I've been in practice for over 22 years, and throughout my lifetime, I've dealt with a lot of difficulties in life. Um, Things like I grew up in the Midwest because a lot of people are like, well, tell me your story, Dr. Evans. So this is my story. So I grew up in the Midwest. Up there, we had snowstorms, ice storms. Again, this is Wisconsin. So literally, I was a person who, in order to go to school, we had to put on like 9 layers of clothes just to be able to get to school. And they didn't close school very often. So now that I'm down in Texas, the weather's a lot different. Of course, we get lots of rain. We can get flooding. Um, the thing is that, and you know this, throughout life, you know that you're going to go through stuff, and life is going to suck at times. And this is the reason why I'm very passionate about what I do here at Sugarland Medical Spa. So throughout my life, again, I've dealt with difficulty. Bad weather. I've dealt with difficult situations, just simply becoming a doctor. Just because some people thought that, I either wasn't the right skin color, I was too tall, I was, too short. It's just, there's just been a lot of adversity in my life. I actually had people, they didn't like me when they met me because they thought I was too happy. They felt that literally, even though I had to work as hard, if not twice as hard, to learn the things that I know, that I still didn't deserve a seat at the table. So I've dealt through difficult times. And I'm telling you, this last storm, whew, it was a lot. It was a lot. And I think through every adversity, we're always taught a lesson in this. And for myself, the biggest thing is that in Sugarland, Texas, we were without power at, our house as well as our business for 4.5 days. And I'm the type of boss, I'm the type of owner too, that I don't care so much about myself. Power can go off at home, whatever. But my business is what helps my employees. It's what's able to help my patients. I believe it's, a way that I can share my talents, my God-given gifts with the patients that I serve. It's a way to be able to deliver, basically the things, my knowledge, being able to help people, all those things like that. And they were really, really affected. And it got so bad at one point in time. Um, Even like yesterday, I just had to figure out a way because I'm someone, I will multitask, like a lot of women. I will be thinking we will be on plan A, and I will be thinking, well, you know what, there's a plan B and C in the background. But literally, I think yesterday when we didn't have power, I was down to plan C and I didn't have a D and E planned. So, it affected me not only emotionally, but also professionally. I'm sure and I sympathize, of course, with everyone else who felt like they were getting at their wits' end yesterday. And literally, I just sat down on the curb outside of my office, and it was a moment where literally, um, mind you, I do not smoke, but if someone handed me something to smoke, I probably would have smoked yesterday because it was just like that bad. Because you're just like, I was like, God, why do you put me here in order to serve? And then I can't serve. And it's just like, I'm also a person, I love to work. I'm passionate about what I do. I'm passionate about, again, the people that I serve. What we do here, it can't be measured a lot of times by like a lab value because it's based on not only how do you feel, but how do you look? What's your response? What's your partner's response? How does this make you feel? And that's something where, you know, again, it's you can't really measure it because again, it's a feeling. It's like an urge. It's a way to serve people that it's a little bit different. But to be able to not do that that is what was affecting me both spiritually as well as emotionally. So I was someone who, there's this story in the Bible that talks about, when they were on a boat in the river and the storm was going, and then the person was crying out like, why me? Why wouldn't you save us? And then God just woke up from his sleep and was like, all right, everything's going to be calm and everything's going to be all right. So I kept thinking to myself, I was talking to God, I was like, well, what is the story that you want me to share? What is it that you want me to do? What more could I do? Or what haven't I done? So I just want to let you know that even, definitely we doctors, we think about stuff like that, do, when we can't do our God-given gift. So, so yeah, those were all the things that were going through my mind. So, at my lowest point, and this is actually kind of funny, I'm sharing this with definitely all of my couples out there who just had one of the members of the couples that was going a little bit crazy, because I had literally packed up my car, and I threw my laundry in the car and threw all my work stuff in the car, because also, again, I love to work, so if I can't work, it just drives me a little bit crazy. And what I plan to do yesterday afternoon is I plan to just go rent a hotel, even if I had to drive 2 hours to get to a hotel, just to be able to do what I love to do. I was like at that lowest point, but it was kind of funny because I was actually sitting in a parking lot, in my car, and I realized there are no hotels in Houston. So that was another point. I was just like, God, why? Again, what is it that you want me to do? What is it that you want me to say? So maybe that's when, again, when he told everything to be calm, he just hit that reset button, was like, look, I want you to have this conversation with people of the world to just let you know that, what, no matter what you're going through, what, God's got you. He really does. And we may not understand, it at the time, but definitely on the other side, we'll look back at this and we'll say, you know what? He brought you through that to make you stronger to get through something else. And if that's what I'm here to say, that's what I'm going to tell you. Okay. So, again, I'm passionate about what I do. We are in the business of rejuvenation for a reason. We help people get back to feeling themselves. I am a true believer and firsthand knowledge that life will rob you of stuff. Whether it's medical events, whether it's cancer, whether it is, family members, whether it is, things you're going through to protect your mind, your spirit, things like that. We represent that healing process. Whether it is, and we specialize again in the sexual dysfunction realm. So, when things don't work right, when libido's low, when you don't like the way things look, or when there's abnormal sounds, or, people that are just really fed up with life and just really want to reclaim what they care the most about is getting back to baseline. That's what we represent here at Sugarland Medical Spa. So if you're out there and you need to hear a message that, first of all, God's got you, and if you definitely need any help in the sexual wellness realm, we got you covered. We do tons of things for men and women. Tons of things all under one roof. Again, we're here to help you. So I just want to let you know that I'm praying for you. I'm praying for your strength. I'm praying for you to hold tight. And also, I encourage you, because I believe that if you look at in the dictionary and you look under what is resilience is being able to spring back. And, like most things in life, things that you go through, it's a way to not only make you stronger, but then also help you perform and prepare for what's next. So definitely, be prepared for what's next. And unfortunately, we realized, here sometimes, you can't depend on, big entities to help you out. You just really have to be there for yourself as number one, and, be there to help protect yourself, your mind, your family, your loved ones, your neighbor. So hopefully, even in the time of peace and quiet, you were able to kind of pull things together. And I encourage you to please, share your stories of resilience. Share something that you realized about yourself that you didn't know before. For example, again, me, I realized that, hey, this is my gift. This is what I have to share. And this is what and why I'm most passionate about it. So I encourage you to share your stories below. definitely hit that like, hit that subscribe button. We will be here for you. We're here to serve you, our people of Houston, as well as throughout the world. So thanks so much for tuning in. Again, this is Dr. Kimberly L. Evans from Sugar Land Medical Spa. Take care.